Thank you guys so much for listening. Michael's going to come up next, but I really appreciate you letting me play a couple songs. I feel like I'm home right now.
Right, good.
So,
glad for you.
You know, we really appreciate this. And the coolest thing about doing these types of shows is that I feel like, you know, it's we get to know each other.
Right.
And I think that for us, that's more important than anything. And any questions? Any questions you guys have? Go far out.
What do you hope to do in the future? What are your goals?
Well, I'd like to grow my music as much as possible. You know, I'm going into the studio on June 6th to start recording my new record, which I'm really excited about. And you know, I think that for me, a happy life is a life that I can be able to travel and meet people and connect my music to people and be able to do what I want to do on my own terms. And so it's actually pretty simple. It's not really that complicated. Do I want to grow my music really big? Yeah, absolutely.
And then to fund it, would you be singing on other people's, you know, if they asked you to join in the studio with them, would you do that to fund your own, to grow that way?
Not to fund it necessarily, but, you know,
Just
Michael and I, you know, like we have a whole community of friends, and we all jump on each other's recordings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We write together, and it's just a big, you know, it's a big family.
That's
So
awesome.
we all kind of help each other out.
Right,
you know,
without
in
the
different ways.
pushiness
So,
there. That's great.
That's true.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Nice. You wrote all those songs you just sang?
I sure did.
Oh, you're a great songwriter. That's
Thank you.
Has
wonderful.
anyone, I don't know if this is good or bad, but has anyone compare you to John Mayer? You have a beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you so
I
much.
love the acoustic.
Yeah, that's true.
In
Thank
one
you.
part, you made me think of that Georgia, so that Y, Georgia. Y.
Oh, yeah.
That song, you made me think of that. And
That's my next song.
do people compare? You know, when they try to think you have your own sound, of course,
Right.
but people, other artists that have influenced you or with
I mean,
natural.
here's the thing. Like, anybody that. Thank you so much. That's a great compliment, because I think John Mayer is a great songwriter, and I think he's a great guitar player, and I think that he's a great musician. You know, apart from whatever you think of him, like on a personal.
His political views.
Yeah, sure. It's like, you know, I think he's a great musician. I think he's a great songwriter. So that's a huge honor for me. You know, it's like Michael and I played at this festival this past weekend in Atlantic City, and it was called the Off the Record Festival. And one of Michael's friends got up. His name is Matt Duke, and he played. And he had this one song. He's like this incredible writer and performer, incredible singer. And we got to hang out afterwards, and I was like, your music, man. You know, because I don't know how you take it, because every artist takes things differently. I was like, you remind me of Peter Gabriel. You know, I've been listening to I've been listening to this record called So, and I'm like, man, that song could have been on that record.
Wow.
Which to me is like the greatest compliment of all time. And he was like, oh man, I love you.
That's awesome.
So,
I understand you want to be, you know, you're your own individual and doing your own thing, but the other one, I don't know this artist, but he's the country artist, and he almost does that rap in the country.
Yeah, I like
and
the
I
rap
thought of
in
that
there.
too. When
okay,
which
cool.
I'm not a rap fan, but I love
that,
that. You know.
Me too.
It is a thing
What's
for
his
me.
name? Do you know?
No, I don't know who you're talking
his
about,
name
but
is.
I
Sam
can.
Hunt?
Who?
Sam Hunt, maybe?
Yeah, that's it.
Sam Hunt.
Sam Hunt.
Oh, Sam Hunt, right?
Yeah, where
Okay,
he's
cool.
singing and all of a sudden he talks, and then I'm like, what? And I change the station because I thought
Okay,
I was on
the
the
next
country
song
station.
I was about to play, I will not talk.
No, but I'm saying that I like it, but that's, you know, what I was
See your
thinking
mind.
that,
I actually like that a lot too.
yeah. where
Because you
it's
did a
not-
good job with it. It
I
wasn't
wouldn't call it
that-
rap, but I don't know what else to call it,
I
but I
liked
like
it a
it.
lot. Yeah, it was
Okay.
cool.
So, sorry.
Hey, you
Thank
know what
you.
it
No,
was?
that's a
Those are the
huge
two
compliment.
artists that I was
appreciate
like, oh my
It
God.
was surprising, but it fit, and it was
Yeah.
very well done. I like that a lot. I think that was a really cool thing you did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The first time I really got on stage in front of everybody, I used to do the spoken word poetry in New York, and I got to travel around a little bit and do it. And so for me, the lyric is the basis of everything, and it tells the story, and it hopefully, if you do it right, people can relate to it and it can bring people together. So,
That's cool.
I want to do a song for you guys. This is gonna be my last song. When I was traveling with Michael last summer, and I feel like, and this is a story I've told a couple times, just because it's so incredibly important to me, and I believe that life is a relationship of energies, and whatever you put out there, you can get back, and sometimes things work out for reasons why we don't really understand. My grandmother got sick. My grandmother had, she had dementia for a few years, and then she had a stroke, and so I was traveling in between Nashville and Florida visiting her, and didn't know that I was going to be able to see my grandmother again. And Michael calls me, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to do a tour down in Florida?" And I was like, "Yeah, that would be incredible. I would love to." And so we went down to Florida, and we happened to be in Tampa, which is right by where my grandmother was. And so the next morning I woke up and I went in, and she was, they had moved her into hospice, and I was hanging out with her, and kind of playing her some new songs.
Oh,
And
that's so nice.
she loves this, there's this piano player, his name is Stephen Hall, that's he does all these church hymns and stuff like that. I was playing her that, and just talking to her, and then our schedule changed for one night, and we were able to be in Tampa again for another night. And so the next morning I went in and I spent time with her.
Nice.
And we went on to our next show in Melbourne, and I got a call 20 minutes later from my mom that my grandmother had passed.
Oh,
and
sweet.
so I just, and I don't mean to bring this down. It's it's a really, I think it was okay, but I just felt so incredibly grateful and appreciative that I was able to have that time with her.
That's beautiful.
And
I'm sure she really, really appreciated it.
yeah.
Aw.
So I'm gonna do a song for you guys. I'm gonna do this song actually. This is a song I wrote for her.
Oh, that's nice.
Just gonna tune up real quick. Thank you so much for
Take
listening,
your time.
everybody.
Take your time. Don't rush.
I really appreciate it, and
We appreciate
it's nice to meet all of you, and hopefully we can hang out for a little bit
it. Yeah,
afterwards.
it's great.
23rd July, you flew away. The hospital doors blew open, and you made your way up to the sky and to all the lights that surround me now. You are an angel, opening your eyes for the first time to see. When you calm down, I will be alright. Look into my eyes and see it's not wrong to move on. It's not wrong to move on. Oh, oh, oh. 23rd of July, you flew away. The hospital doors blew open, and you made your way up to the sky and to all the lights that surround me now. You are
hospital doors flew open, and you made your way up to the sky and to all the lights that surround me now.
Wow, that was beautiful. Yeah, that was great. Thank you.
Yeah, do you want to take a 5-minute break, or you?
Or do you want me to just go?
Let's take a 5-minute break.
Cool.
So,
You wanna hit that?